Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us again for another fantastic Launchpad webinar series from us here at WSI ALM. I am Chris Ballon, your marketing manager from ALM, and I am joined by my colleague Morella.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a really good holiday yesterday.
Yes, I hope everybody had a fantastic Labor Day and is ready to get back into the week proper, starting with a webinar here with us. We're covering some great topics today. As always, we will cover some items of news and articles from within the industry. Morella is going to have a nice little series about how to conquer an industry. Some updates about the WSI Global Convention coming up later this year. I will cover some tactics about inbound link building, do's, don'ts, and some alternative methods. We've got another promotion to spotlight, and we will, of course, be answering your questions. Fantastic. So let's dive into news. So to start with, a little bit of an update from Google regarding Search Console. Google's indexed pages display, or the index status function, is currently broken in Search Console. What this means is that when you're taking a look at how many pages are indexed of a client site in Search Console, that number is not currently updating in regards to the display only. These pages are still being indexed. New pages are being seen by Google, but the display in Search Console is broken. This does have some impacts on us in regards to our research. If we're doing IBAs for a client, if we're doing keyword research for a client, or if we're working with a client and we've recently, say, added a few new pages to their site and are looking to update their sitemap with these new pages. If you're wondering why, say, a client is only displaying 2 indexed pages, but we know that they've got 50 that have been submitted via a sitemap to Search Console, this is why. That display is broken. And we're seeing it be broken in some different and weird ways as well. We're seeing sites with hundreds of pages show only 2 index pages, and we're seeing sites with thousands of indexed pages, or sorry, with only dozens of index pages showing thousands of indexed pages, which is interesting to see. It also means that this update isn't happening live. This is difficult for us in regards to research, of course, because you can be uncertain whether, say, that new article or press release that's gone up for a client is actually being seen by Google. Rest assured, it is being seen. They just aren't being displayed. Now, Google has commented that there is no estimated time to fix this issue, I'm afraid, which means this might be broken for the near future or even the long term. Google's going to get to it when they get to it. And that's disappointing, but we will make do. We know that Google is indexing new pages. We know that sitemaps are being updated and are being indexed. It's just this display that's broken. I want to ensure that everybody had a heads up on that in case you're seeing some of these issues firsthand.
Okay,
All right. So the next news item is that Google is dropping the mobile-friendly tag from their search engine result pages. What this means is that previously when you were doing a search result, you would get this little tag when you're doing a search on a mobile device that a site was mobile friendly. Since Google has changed their algorithm to, by nature, display mobile friendly sites in priority, that's something that's been rolled out for the past 8 months at this point, they are now dropping this mobile friendly tag in order to free up some space on search result pages. This is mainly a visual change. It doesn't change whether somebody is visiting a mobile-friendly site or not, or whether a mobile-friendly site is being displayed or not. It's just this tag whether a search is mobile-friendly. So again, this is just a display change. If you're wondering why a client's site that you know is mobile-friendly isn't getting this mobile-friendly tag, it's because it's just not being displayed anymore. It is there. It is still mobile-friendly. Those results are still being displayed. That tag is just disappearing. It's going to be officially removed by the end of the month. As all of the, or as Google has given us quite a bit of a lead up to the quote-unquote Mobilegeddon updates, they've stated that 85% of all pages in mobile searches are mobile-friendly according to Google's criteria. So as such, they are removing this tag because it's appearing more often now than it's not appearing. So it's just clearing up some space. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Your client sites, as you search them on mobile devices, might not have that mobile-friendly tag, but rest assured they are still mobile-friendly. Now, Bing ads are opening up an expanded text ad pilot program. You can now begin testing these expanded text ads. They're just doing it across some small campaigns right now, and you can opt in to this program. You'll need to, of course, provide contact information, customer IDs, and actually apply for it. This isn't something that, like Google does with their pilot programs, are hand-selecting campaigns to roll out additional features or potential new features. This is something that you're actually having to apply for. They are rolling this out for some smaller campaigns at first, but I believe they're choosing a large swath of variety. They are also taking this opportunity to do a little bit of a survey about the features of Bing ads as well. It may take you up to a week if you've applied to actually get into the program, but you will be able to use new long format text ads if you are accepted into the program. There's a little bit of an update from the Ad Program Manager. Customers with pilot access will be able to sync AdWords campaigns using expanded text ads to Bing ads using Google Import, in addition to managing text ads using Bing Ads, Web UI, and Bing Ads Editor, and Bing Ads API. Okay, so just some updated features from Bing ads in regards to expanding their text ad ability. So if you're running Bing ads for a client, this is something that you might want to get ahead of the wave of and apply to be in this pilot program. Okay. There is a link here at the bottom where you can apply. Okay. Morella.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Morella Colliton, VP of Channel Development. This week we will be discussing how ICs can benefit from working with us to conquer an industry. So for the last 17 years, we've been helping companies to market across North America and abroad. We've achieved this from both channels of business that include the distribution channel like yourselves, as well as the retail division. The retail division deals directly with end-to-end clients, so we understand exactly what you go through in the sales process. In either channel, we deal with over 100 vertical markets. So it really doesn't matter if you want to build your business in the legal industry or if you have a background in engineering and you can talk their language and feel more comfortable in this niche market, or if you've always wanted to work in the beauty industry, we can help you. When we work with an IC to conquer an industry, this means that we position you as the #1 marketing agency for lead generation services in your geographical location. That means that you will be the #1 digital marketing agency in, let's say you're in Denver or wherever you're located, that generates revenue and profit for your clients by generating leads for their business from the internet. Sorry, next slide, please. It's very important that you watch the video that's really located on this slide. It's not about selling PPC or SEO or social media. It's about selling an integrated strategy that communicates your client's objective cohesively through these channels. It's about generating leads for business owners. That's the prime objective in today's market. So if that's not enough, what we've done is we've given you a proven track record. We have generated over 1 million leads. We've built over 10,000 websites. The marketing campaigns have generated over $7 billion in sales, and there are over 30,000 satisfied customers. And I mean, if that isn't enough, we've also wrote the book on internet marketing. We sit on a number of boards. We have the knowledge and the experience that you can benefit from. Chris, next slide, please. The first task is to develop an entire strategy. So we have to look at the size of the market. Like, what piece of the pie are we going to claim? Who is the competitor that we have to beat? How do we take market share from them? What solutions are they providing? How are they differentiating themselves? What price points do they have? Do we have to run special promotions to beat them? How do we formulate your success strategy? What works best for you in this market? We have the experience to help you penetrate the market in the most effective way. The next approach is to get granular and start developing winning. I'm sorry, Chris, can you go to the next slide, please? The next approach is to get granular, as I just mentioned, and start developing winning scripts. We need to develop an objection handling guide so that you can conquer any comment that comes your way. We need to develop a customized presentation that takes into account all of your clients' objections. We also have to consider what marketing collaterals we need. I mean, do we need to develop research documents or white papers, or are seminars best for your industry? Don't worry, you're not alone. We're right here beside you and we can help you. Now, as an example for you, to really bring this all together, we worked with an agency that wanted to work with small, medium-sized companies, and they wanted to focus in California. However, they didn't want to visit the customer face-to-face. They wanted to do the business over the phone. So imagine that. We worked out an entire methodology for them, developing the winning scripts to get in the door, worked with them to develop an IBA that qualifies a customer and maximizes the agency's profitability. We also helped them develop a winning presentation along with relevant case studies, a media kit, and references. How did this help them? They closed 1 in 3 presentations. We tell you this not to impress you, but to impress upon you the fact that we can help you. We have the background, experience, capabilities, and a proven track record to help you achieve your goals. If you're really serious in building your agency, give us a call and we can start the process with a complimentary consultation. On the next slide, we strongly recommend that you watch this video. It's very, very important. I mean, email us also if you'd like further information. Just put in the subject line that you are interested in building your agency. On the next slide, we also wanted to let you know that we're attending the Global Convention at the Weston Harbour Castle on October the 14th to 16th in Toronto. We would love to meet you in person. You know, come by the booth. We can start developing your 2016-2017 plan together. We can also educate you more on the lead generation strategy that's going to be very, very important for your agency. And for those of you that want to focus on larger clients, marketing automation is the next must-have. Also, come and find out what other promotions we'll be offering during the time, and also at the end of this presentation we'll be talking a little bit more about the current promotion that we're running.
Fantastic. And just as a heads up, the convention is in our backyard this year as well, so you'll be able to come out and meet the entire team too.
All right, Kira.
Fantastic.
All right, girls.
Great. Now, I wanted to take some time to discuss link building in regards to some alternate tactics above and beyond what we do in our current and standard packages. Link building, especially inbound link building, is incredibly valuable. Google is using it as a primary ranking metric for both organic and for local listings. A few weeks ago in one of our Launchpad webinars, I did cover the top factors in regards to local listings and competing for that local listings 3-pack. And Google still holds the age and breadth of your link building catalog as one of the primary influencers of these rankings, which makes link building incredibly serious. Now, these are some alternate tactics that you can be doing or your clients can be doing on top of what we're doing for our SEO campaigns. We currently do local citations, directory submissions, and social bookmarking. And we submit to high-value directories, high-profile citations, high-profile social bookmarking sites. But there is another aspect to link building, and that is outreach link building, inbound link building to .orgs, .govs, and other important URLs that your client or yourself could be doing to aid the process as well. Now, one of these tactics is for your clients to reach out to their suppliers and contacts for something like a mutually beneficial backlinking arrangement. This is an aged, tried, and true method of obtaining links for your site. This does require an existing relationship in order to pull off successfully, which is one of the reasons why I recommend that your clients do this, because they can reach out to the person that is a manufacturer to them or a supplier to them, or that they are a manufacturer or supplier for. And again, this is something that can be beneficial to both sides. A link on your About Us page or your client's About Us page to their suppliers, and a link from their About Us page to their manufacturers is mutually beneficial. And because Google is seeing that these are related industries and that these are mutual backlinks, as long as they're followed through, they are going to carry a lot of benefit to a backlinking profile. And again, this is much like cold calling. You aren't going to have 100% success rate for this. You might get a positive response once in a while, and you might not get a positive response more often. But one link, one successful link, can still be a pretty big boon, especially these industry-related backlinks that can be generated. Okay. Tactic 2 is to find complementary products and services. This is something that's more for clients that are in an e-commerce space. And it's for a great way to be associated with products or services on another industry-related website. And this might be thinking a little outside the box, but it's something that can be very valuable. For instance, say you've got a client that sells saw blades. Encourage them to reach out to saw manufacturers, maybe construction companies or lumber mills that might use their product. If they get a link from a saw manufacturer saying, will you recommend these saw blades, then that's not only a great backlink to your client's site, but that's also a potentially very conversion-friendly backlink as well. Because if you're buying the saw, you might want to right away purchase a replacement blade for it if you're going to get a lot of use out of it. Or if you're looking to buy a new saw because you are needing to replace the blade and you just want to buy a new saw, now you've got the opportunity to instead just replace the blade. Right? So there are a lot of opportunities here to reach out to related industries and related e-commerce sites to not only get a good backlink for your clients, but also a potentially very high conversion rate backlink. And you can see an example in the screenshot here. A "you may also like" section on an e-commerce page, linking back to, in this case, it's products that are also on the same store, but these could easily be links out to another website that sells related products. Okay? And again, this is, as with all outreach link building for these inbound links, these are often hit and miss. You won't get all of the links that you reach out to obtain, but the ones that you do are going to be very valuable. Tactic 3 is infographics and video marketing. Now, this is something that we do take advantage of in some of our high-level packages in regards to infographics. Some of our higher-level ASEO campaigns do infographic creation, and video marketing. Video marketing is included in all of our ASEO campaigns. These are shareable methods of video or of marketing for potentially high viral effort marketing. These are great for link building because they spread like wildfire. Videos on products and services can not only benefit your client's site, but if they're branded, they can be shared on other sites as promotional materials. If you've got another site that is sharing these kind of, is selling your client's products, and they're looking to show a video on how to do this, as long as it's branded, that can also be high backlinking, high value backlinking materials as well. Infographics, of course, are branded and shareable and can most often link back to your client sites as well. Now, depending on how they're shared, they can be leached, meaning the image can be saved and rehosted, but provided they are branded, can still provide traffic back to your client's sites. Okay? And again, these are the high viral potential methods of marketing: infographics and video marketing. Okay. Now, tactic number 4 is promotions, contests, and giveaways. This method of link building helps drive traffic to potentially internal pages, which is very valuable because the majority of the links that are created for outreach link building are just going to go to your home page. But if you're doing promotions or contests or giveaways, you can drive traffic directly to the product that you're promoting or you're giving away. Say you've got a sale, save 20% on product X in August, you can promote the link directly to product X. That's going to provide you with some great potential for link building. This is something that you can share across social media, across blogs and press releases, as well as other external linking sources. Now, promotions and giveaways are very valuable as well because this is how you can target some of those .orgs that are very valuable in your link building profile. If you are giving away a product to an organization or a charitable drive or an event, just giving it away and promoting that you are sponsoring this event with a product can drive a lot of traffic back to your site, especially if you're linking to that product specifically. Say you're giving away a laptop and you're driving traffic back as a sponsor from these .orgs, or they're saying that these .orgs, these charities, these event sites are saying site X is a sponsor of this event, they've donated this. Not only will they link back to your main URL, but they can link back to the product page as well if you're giving away one of your products as a prize. Right? If you're doing a silent auction for one of your products, that's another great way to drive traffic back to your site as well as back to the product page specifically. This is a good way to not only promote your client's sites, give you news items for press releases, but also to be able to get those high-profile .orgs linking back to your client's site. Okay. Now, there is one other aspect of link building that needs to be stressed here, and that is internal linking. As I mentioned, most of these inbound links that can be gathered will drive traffic directly to the home page. That's unavoidable. People are going to use your main URL or your client's main URL as the anchor or the link for these links that are being generated. However, if you don't have internal linking throughout the body content of your home page, the authority generated by these links are going to live and die on the home page. It's not sufficient to just have the top menu of your client's site as the only links from the home page. You want to drive crawlers and visitors deeper. Drive them to specific product pages. If we're optimizing specific pages, we want to use those as the links for anchor text directly from the home page. These promoted pages should be linked. If you don't have your targeted pages 2 to 3 levels deep on a site, you need to drive this link building traffic, this inbound traffic, to those deeper pages, as opposed to letting it die on the home page, because a crawler needs to go through 5 or 6 different pages in order to find that page that you're trying to drive traffic to. Right? This is essential. This is something that should be looked at for campaigns that are finding that all of their targeted keywords are ranking for the home page. That means that your link building traffic is living and dying on the home page alone. Google's seeing it as the only page worthwhile across your client's site. Internal linking is how you drive the value of these links deeper. And again, that is essential for SEO success and to show Google that the links that you're creating have value for more than just your homepage. Okay. Morella, quick spotlight on the promotion. I believe we are still running the August promotion.
Yes, we are. We're actually running it for August and September. So basically, you're getting 50% off the initial setup fee when you sign up for any SEO or ASEO campaigns during the whole month of September. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity of letting me speak with you this morning. It was a privilege, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. You can reach out and contact us. Here is the emails of our sales team. My email was featured at the outset as well. It's chris@wsialm.com. Feel free to reach out to me as well. And please, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them now. I see that we don't have any available at the moment, but if you're here, please type your question into the questions. Fantastic. It seems like we did a great job, Morella. Thank you all for joining us today. Again, if you do have any questions or anything that we can help you with, please reach out to us today. Thank you again for joining us, and have a great week. Take care.
Bye-bye.